Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And I'm just gonna make another commentary video because I feel like I kinda like commentaries. That may be the main thing on the channel. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm still figuring stuff out, but it's only the third video. And I thought I'd come out with like a commentary type deal. And if you haven't seen, you probably saw it from the title, but it's about Fortnite. And it's gonna be hard to make this because it's hard to find a serious commentary video about Fortnite unless it was like a game review of it in like 2011. But because at this point it's really just become one big meme. But anyway, it's kind of about that, and it's kind of about, I feel like I'm speaking for a decent amount of people that don't like the game too much. Maybe I'm not, maybe it's just me. I like to think that, though. I like to think that I'm important. But anyway, let's just get right into it. Alright, so my first thing about it is I feel like the meta of the game kind of went not in the worst direction possible, but not in the best direction possible. And now when I say that, I don't mean Fortnite's a bad game. No, I think it's a good game, alright? I think it's a good game. It's yeah, that's about all I can say. It's a good game. I mean, I don't really got any big features that stand out. I do think the idea of building was good, though. I remember in the beginning of Fortnite, though, when people only built these tiny 1x1s, right? And it was such an interesting concept. The fact that if you were getting shot at, you didn't have to run and jump behind a tree or a rock like PUBG or something. You could build your own little base, and I was interested in that. I thought that was cool. But now the meta went from that, building a tiny little base, to if you shoot a bullet at someone, obviously one shot from any gun shouldn't kill someone. I mean, that's kind of, think about it, that's kind of unfair. Of course, some guns should do that, but like, say you got a guy that has 100 health and then 100 shield, and you shoot him in the head with the assault rifle, he's not going to die immediately. So, like, that's like, whatever. But if you hit that guy, even if you shoot him and you miss him, he immediately builds a skyscraper that is like more than 100 stories tall. I mean, you can look at the videos of people that are doing these insane 90s and building these massive bases. And it's insane. It's like, I'm like almost blown away from it. I am blown away from it. I can't say I'm almost blown away from it because I am blown away from it. And it's really like, and then when that happens, you know, me, I'm not the best builder, and when that happens, you immediately look up and you say, well, that's it for me, I guess. And it is. They jump on you with a shotgun and kill you, and that's it. Much like what just happened to me on screen right there. That guy just jumped me, basically. So, in Roblox Phantom Forces. But anyway, I guess what I'm like trying to say here is like it kind of went, I don't want to say it went completely to a try hard meta because I'm part of a casual community, but I do like to be competitive sometimes. So it's weird. And for a battle royale game, I don't think adding in a casual playlist and a competitive playlist would be like too good of a solution, because when I think of a battle royale game, I don't think of that like separation at all. I just don't think that would really work out. But I think it was just the meta that went to, and that kind of separates out a lot of people. And I understand there are a lot of ways to still meme Fortnite and to meme the game and to screw around. And while that is true, you can only do it to a certain extent. And now this is where we get to the part where it's not just about Fortnite, it's about pretty much every battle royale. You can always meme around and do all of this like weird, crazy stuff, whatever you want to do, until we're talking the minute you hit like last 25, this last fraction of people, that's it. It's like it's over. You can't get away with that stuff anymore because you hit the people that are then like the best of the best, and then those are really when you get to the people that can build like 100 stories tall. And I think that's really just the big reason Fortnite kind of took this other path, and I think PUBG kind of took that path too. Where in the beginning, now I never played PUBG in its beginning, obviously that game's old, but I would assume it was probably very casual at first because it was one of the first battle royale games, so it was probably very casual at first. and then people start to get better and better aim. And I think that's almost just the life cycle of a battle royale. It starts out, it's fun and games for everyone, and then eventually the meta takes over. And whether it's PUBG or not, where if you play, you have to have aimbot to win a game, or it's like Fortnite, you have to be able to build a skyscraper, or even Apex has this issue. I feel like it's not as big because I feel like there are ways you can almost outsmart your opponent and outgun them a lot of times, more than often in Apex. But there's still lots of times where you can tell that that's evident, that the people that are just, straight up better wins. Which I'm not saying, obviously, if you're better at a game, you deserve to win more, right? But battle royales are strict around that kind of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, Fortnite is fun because in the beginning, like I was saying, you can screw around, and it kind of brings the competitive players and the casual players together. That's what battle royales do. They bring them together in the beginning, just screw around. But then, like I said before, you hit that top 25 or something, and that's cut off. It's like you can't do that anymore because you got people that are cutthroat and are determined to win. And then that just hurts it. Now, thing is, it sucks. I'm not the kind of person that likes to just complain about something and then not do something about it. But to be honest, I would have no recommendations to Epic. If an Epic employee were to walk up to me and ask me what do we need to do to make Fortnite better and to change the whole scene for people that might not like it, what do I need to do? Or what would Epic and the whole team and Fortnite crew need to do? And I would say I have no idea, because I wouldn't know. I would have no idea. All I know is that that's kind of the problems I've pinpointed out. And that's over a series of multiple weeks. I mean, I've been thinking about this stuff. And one thing that does make me mad though is when people that don't like Fortnite just blame it on the whole building factor. And oh, the building is stupid. Not at all, dude. I love the building. The building is amazing, and if you're a person that's super good at Fortnite, it's not like I hate you for it. I mean, good for you. You do you. But you play the games that you want to play. But I think, and I don't have anything against Epic or Fortnite or anything. I mean, I still play every once in a while, but it's mainly for the meme. I mainly play the LTM modes. LTM modes, by the way, actually could be a pretty good solution, or have been a good, I guess you could say, it takes off a lot of the pressure, right? It's a big, there's a lot of tension on that issue, and LTMs take a lot of that tension off of that issue, because LTMs is the place for casual players. Now, of course, every time sometimes we'll go into a 50v50 or a food fight LTM, and you see a guy that's a tryhard, and he's wrecking face or something. There are a lot more ways in an LTM to screw those kind of people over, and a solo, a duos, or a squads. That's more competitive ways. But for example, in the food fight LTM, you can glide around whenever you want. You can do whatever whenever you want. There was the floor is lava thing they added into it, and I don't know if it's still in the game, so I haven't played Fortnite in a week. Last time I played, they had that lava in the food LTM. So there are all these ways where if those people are trying to be tryhards, there's so many ways you can screw them over with a stupid meme or something. And so I do think LTMs really help. Well, I got on the idea, but because I brought that up, I completely forgot my train of thought. But at least I got that point in. But yeah, mainly I really don't like it when other people complain about Fortnite in that sense. The building's stupid, it's a game for babies or whatever. No, dude, the building is a big thing. I mean, I'm happy they added it, and that changed things a lot. But I just think the building went to a bad meta. And yes, you can tell someone, oh, just play in playgrounds all the time, just practice. And it's yeah, I do want to practice, and I do want to be good, but it's eventually I'm gonna get to a certain point, right? Let's say, for example, you're at a certain level, for example, I'm down low and this other guy's up top, and then I start practicing. Eventually, when I get to his level, I look up and realize he's far above what his previous level was. Anyway, that's about it for this conversation. My recording time is running out, but I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.